Now that we have that taken care of, I'm just going to say this. First things first is this is a cream foundation. Yes, it will move. Does it blend in and settle into the skin very nicely? Most definitely. I mean, I haven't set my makeup. As of now, this is just completely after me just blending it in with my brush. So we all know that it has a great finish. It's not too shiny. It gives like a natural appearance of like real skin, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But the truth is that you have to set your makeup. Not just cream foundation, but any foundation. Setting your makeup helps it last longer. Flat out. So the best thing that I love to set my under eye area, as well as like any other highlight on my face, is the Mercier. It's the Under Eye Secret Brightening Powder, and it is just phenomenal. So here it is right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with a sponge underneath my eyes. It's such a like fine product that you really have to like save this for the good stuff, you know what I mean? And what I like too is I love how it looks when you take pictures. It really does brighten underneath the eye or any, you know, any area that you put it in. And then the best part about it is that it doesn't look cakey. Sometimes when you put foundation underneath your eye area or concealer, whatever it may be, and you set it, as soon as that powder really sets in with the cream or the liquid or whatever it is, it kind of like forms this mold, and then, you know, as your face starts to move, it really like legitimately cracks, and that's not pretty. But this powder does not do that. And I love it too because, you know, I'm 24 and obviously I'm not like old or anything, but the wrinkles is coming in, so I feel like it's you know, it's that time where I need to start worrying about if something is like accentuating a part of my body or face that it should not be. Then I'm also going to take a little bit and go down the center of my nose. I'm going to go just in between the forehead area and then down on my chin. So we have that set. I told you guys my secret, the Mercier. Okay, so all over my face very lightly, I'm going to take just some Mineralized Skin finish. Since this is like more so like my shade, I'm just kind of going to dust it around the middle and outer portion. And a lot of times, you know, it's best to really like pat your foundation or your setting powder on, because when you brush, you move the product anyways, or sweep, I should say. Next thing I'm going to take is a bronzing powder, and this one is by Inglot. It's matte. I think it looks best when you contour with a matte, you know, powder or whatever it is, and just because, like, for one, it looks more believable, and then two, like, the whole point of, like, contouring is to, like, sink it in, so, like, if you have, like, these little light particles kind of, like, reflecting off things, it kind of defeats the purpose to me, but to each his own. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go in with like a really small brush. This is a really dark contour kind of color. So I'm really going to tap off a lot and make sure I, you know, set the brush on the back of my hand before I apply it to my face. Suck in. Do your little smile thing. Like, how you doing? And then lightly go in. And you just want to press it into the skin. And then you can build the intensity. So the thing is that to make it believable, it has to really like line up with the top of your ear. So then after I press it in, I just kind of like work it back. Now this step is really important if you're going to wear your hair up. If not, it doesn't matter. So then I'm going to kind of pinch the brush a little bit. You can also take the same fluffy kind of Inglot brush that I use to kind of blend out the foundation on the side of your nose. You can use that. But I'm just going to not dirty another brush and just kind of pinch this one since it's already small and compact. And just kind of set underneath that, or set over the areas where I put that darker color. The darker foundation. If it starts to get too harsh, you can always run your fingers over it. Just go up and down. And you guys, this foundation literally feels like nothing's on my face. If your hair is going to be pulled back, do the same thing to the top. I'm going to pull it back a little bit and do around here. The next thing is just to go in with a blush. Now since I'm like overly contoured, I'm just gonna do like a really light pink color because I'm not really trying to be all like clownish. So I'm just gonna go in with any kind of brush and just lightly kind of put it on the apples and take it back. Okay, just whatever you have left, just dust it. So here's the finished look.